so many media trends, it were accelerated by the pandemic. But I think in particular for us, I think the importance of community and the failure of social networks to really deliver on what their initial promise was, which was the idea of community, and they actually wound up sort of fomenting, quite the opposite of that. And so I think that was one of the biggest things that really got elevated in terms of level of importance during the pandemic, was the importance of community. And so I really think that was something that was a good tailwind for us, which was the ability to form, together as, in a way, really we are a streaming service, a streaming network, but we're really a social network of people who are, united by this common passion that they have. And the fact that they are able to also participate, and they're actually part of the content. They can come on screen in between the songs and meet the artist and meet each other. And so now, a year into this, these fans that we have on the service, they've all gotten to know each other by name, and the artists know a lot of them by name. And so that has proven to be very sticky. They don't leave because they may have shown up for the content, but they actually stayed for the community. So I think that increased importance of community is something that really got highlighted during the pandemic and accelerated.
Yeah, Damien, I want you to talk about this, and also what you see as the mix for niche content. You've referred in the past to a tribrid model that you have, and I would think that you've seen, even in the last year, a tremendous growth in community with Reverie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially COVID was an accelerant, I think, for everyone that's on this panel. It shot our business into a whole new spotlight. And also everything going on socially in the last 2 years has created a big groundswell for the need for this content to really be seen and highlighted. And with our leadership profile, we are co-founded by 2 women of color, Leah and LaShawn, and Chris, who's Hispanic. I'm non-binary. So we represent, and LaShawn's also an Army veteran. So we represent a ton of different communities, just respective of who those, the 4 co-founders and leadership is. And that has really been a big accelerant. Last year, we won McDonald's as a client. And the project that we did was a long form 90-minute variety show. We promised them something like 5 million views. We did 16 million in 60 days organically without anything purchased. Because
you had a billboard in Times Square.
We had a billboard in Times Square, and McDonald's put the 4 co-founders on that billboard, which was a real treat for me because I've never seen my face so big before. But it was showing their commitment to diversity and inclusion, and especially the LGBTQ community. And I think that this is the big opportunity for brands to dive into niche markets, whether it's Quelly TV or Reverie TV. We're seeing this grow very rapidly. And the big part of, our service right now is the fast channel market, because essentially they are the new cable operator of the future, and the AVOD market. That's about 90% of our revenue that we're seeing. And we're just focused on scaling that out as fast grows into multiple territories.